Welcome to the underground, you rebel scum. This is the American Expat, and I am out here at the Farmington Bay Wildlife Refuge, or thereabouts anyway, kind of west into the valley here. And I had previously recorded this entire video only to realize suddenly that I was silhouetted, so that you wouldn't have been able to see any of my wonderful features. Maybe that would have been good, because the background was incredible. But, well, I really want to see you. I want you to be able to see me. Is that vain? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I wanted to make this video about yesterday's video in a kind of response to some of the comments and my bad attitude that I took as I came back from that other interview. Which, by the way, I have more to report on that. Responding to your comments here in a few minutes. So grab a cup of coffee or whatever drink or snack you have or want, and let's talk about that. Thanks for sticking with us. Before we get too far into the video, I want to remind you that the like button lives down below this video, and if you wouldn't mind, it would help us out a lot if you went down there and maybe clicked on that like button, the thumbs up thing, or the thumbs down, whatever you want to do. Leave your comments, all of that. I think it helps. I don't know. Maybe it does. If you want to help us out, you can help us out that way. So, yesterday, I made that video in response to how I was feeling after the interview that I went to, and I was absolutely out of character for myself. I mean, in real life, I typically don't get too down about things, and there is an airplane somewhere flying overhead. But I think you guys will be able to hear me based on past experience. I think I'm louder than the airplane. It's way up there and I'm way down here. So anyway, yeah, I shouldn't have gotten like that. That was ridiculous. Anyway, I heard back from them. I got the contract information from them and everything is good with that. It worked out well. I've actually got another job interview lined up later today that I'm going to go to, whether I need it or not. I made the appointment, so I'm going to keep it. We'll see where that goes. Yeah, things are looking up. I promised you that at the end of the other video, didn't I? That today would be better. The next day would. It always does. It always works that way. However bad things look, it might not happen the very next day. But things will get better if you just hold out. You'll find, even if it doesn't really get that much better, you'll find that you just keep going and you'll be glad that you did. Boy, that sounds pretty. You know what I mean. Just keep going. As some of the comments said, just keep going and it'll be all right. That's my own advice that I give all the time. I needed to take it myself yesterday. But here we are, and things are looking all right. And I'm standing in this beautiful place with this beautiful scenery here, and yeah, it's all good. So, without further delay, let's go ahead and get into your comments and talk about what all of you had to say in the last video. And for reading them, I'm changing the angle slightly so that the sun is not completely burning my eyes out. Let's see, starting here with Peter Ehinger. Hopefully all will turn out great for you. Let us know, please, Jay. It did. I mean, of course, you just keep going and, don't let things get you down. Things will turn out all right. They will eventually. Let's see, Mutant Riff. I think I had sent you several night photos. I don't really use much other than a good tripod. Yeah, a good steady tripod, I think, is probably most of what you need. Most cameras, you can, even if it doesn't have a really long shutter speed, you can use the bulb so you can do it yourself. That doesn't mean you're using it just means that you're going to hold the button until you're ready. So yeah, I'm sure that I'll be able to do it with whatever camera. I just need to figure out which film is the appropriate film to use and go from there. Let's see, from Pam Anderson 1417, if you used your YouTube channel in your resume portfolio of work, maybe you should post a positive video of the interview. If you think they might check your channel to view your work, hang in there. Yeah, I had thought about sending some links to some of my videos. This is the job, by the way. It turned out to be not at all what I was thinking that it would be. I thought that I would be doing technical stuff, and apparently they want me to appear on camera. So anyway, this guy is from China. It's a Chinese company. I'd thought about sharing some of that, and then I started to think, do I still have videos out there that are critical of anything to do with, I have to be careful. You have to be careful with that stuff. He may agree with some of that, he may not, but I really don't want to get too much of my personal opinions. If I come out and I'm like, oh gosh, the Communist Party, this or that, which I don't think I have really much saying that. And then it turns out that like his brother or something is someone in the government over there. That could probably mess up my chances. Again, I don't think so, because I happen to know people in the government in China, and not anyone like spectacular, but just, local people that I've interacted with in, hometown places and that sort of thing. And, what can I say? That's where I would go with that. But yeah, I thought about doing that. I think it would be a good idea if I was trying to do the technical work, because then I could show it off, sort of. Maybe I don't want to show it off. Maybe I don't want to be, hey, look at this. And they're like, oh man, that guy's not any good. But let's see. From Scottish content creators, always good to hear from old friends. Let's see, S24 Ultra now. So you are using the S24 Ultra. Those are fantastic phones as far as the technical stuff is concerned. I'm not a big fan of the AI, but let's see. The AI does interfere and paste Samsung's photo in place of the actual image. I had to wait for a full moon, then use the camera in Pro mode to stop the AI interference. I'll send you a copy of what I captured if you would like to compare. You'll find WorkJ, I'm sure. Check your email for my moon pic. I've sent it over. Yeah, I saw it, and it was amazing. I couldn't believe that you took that on a phone, especially considering that you worked around the AI stuff. So it's not just the AI fill-in picture. It's the actual picture. Cameras on phones are getting better and better and better. I don't think that it's going to ever quite be the same as like a camera like what I'm using here, the A7 IV. But yeah, they're getting amazing with what they're able to do. The reason I don't think they'll be able to do the same as the big camera is because the big sensor, The sensor in my camera here is probably a third the size of the phone. It's very big. That just wouldn't fit into a little camera. But it's amazing what they're able to do with their tiny sensors. Incredible stuff. And the picture was amazing too. Let's see, from Ungrateful Peasant. I wish you the best of luck with your interview and hope you get a follow-up. AI and technology is ruining everything that used to take skill in any type of creative media, photography being one of them for sure. Yeah, it's terrible what they're doing with photography. Some of the companies that as a photographer you work with, like Adobe, have been using, let's say if I'm doing photography work, they use your own work to try and train the AI to take your place so that it can make fake pictures that look like your real pictures. And pretty soon, it's going to be a lot easier to just go to the AI than it is to hire someone to do photography work. I'll keep doing it anyway because, I enjoy it and I like real things. I hate it when I think like, well, yeah, it looks great, but it's fake. It's not real. You know what I mean? That's just my thoughts on the matter. Let's see, Scottish content... what am I saying? Already read. Sorry about that. Southern Boy Prepper, another old friend. Hello, Jay. Oh, it just jumped out of it. There we go. Hello, Jay. Keep your head up. Things will change, and it will get better. Praying for you, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sure that things will get better. It's been so busy, by the way, lately. I think you said you tried to call, and for some reason it didn't show up on the phone, but it's probably because I've been out in the mountains in places where they don't have signal. And other than that, running around with kids, my son has cousins and stuff out here that come over to play all the time, which he loves. And I think it's great that he gets to play with them, but it makes it difficult sometimes when trying to communicate. Let's see, Medieval Sailor. I do not agree that one is solely responsible for all that happens in his life. It is a pie chart, much like driving a car. Traffic, lights, closures, mechanical failures, accidents have their part of the pie. Identifying them is key. You're right, you're absolutely right. It wouldn't do you any good if you just said it was always okay, it's just my responsibility. Sure, you can take responsibility, but part of taking responsibility is getting an accurate picture of what happened and trying to, otherwise you're not going to find a solution when things go wrong. If you were trying to get to an interview, let's say, like in my case, and your tire went flat, then you could say, well, I missed the interview. Gosh, It's just totally my fault, and not look at the tire. I mean, you could take responsibility. You could say, gosh, I should have been, more careful when I was driving. But you have to look at what happened, and you have to take that into account. Otherwise, next time you're going to miss it, and you're going to have a flat tire. Again, let's see. Mateus Rawclaw, sorry. Jay, I wish you good luck. You will see that shortly. You can find a proper job. I think so too, and I shouldn't let myself get discouraged at all. That it never helps to get discouraged. I guess it was just a momentary lapse in how I normally am. Let's see, Terry Short, 6338. When the right job opportunity comes along and it's the right job for you, it will present itself and you will get it. This is the first time I've ever commented on your videos. I've listened to you for quite some time. I really appreciate the videos that you put out. Thank you very much. I know you'll find the right job very soon, sir. I appreciate your comment. I'm sure that I'm going to find something. It'll happen. I shouldn't get so discouraged. I guess in a way I already have found something, but yeah. And you like the videos. I'll keep making them. Hopefully I'm getting better all the time trying to put these out. Let's see. Sproswell, you will get back in the loop. Yes, I think so. And remember, if any of you are going through the same thing where you're trying to find work or you're trying to figure something out and it just doesn't seem to be working out, just hang in there. It will eventually. Something will work out. Maybe not in the way that you expect or hope, but it will work out and things will keep going. And this the screen is too... Fry one goat. Keep on going. Keep on keeping on. I'll do that. And that, again, that's good advice for everybody who's in a similar situation. Don't worry yourself about it too much. I mean, yeah, you've got to try and keep things going, but it'll work out eventually. Like I said, maybe not in the way that you'd hoped, maybe not in the way you expect, but it will work out. So just keep it up. Let's see, from Bill Bennington, always glad to hear from you. I know we've had some interesting conversations in the past. In tough job markets, it can take dozens of interviews to land a gig. It's true. Whatever line of business you're in, you really have to put yourself out there. You have to keep trying, and eventually you will find something. It'll work out. So you just have to be persistent. And I'd like to think that I've been being persistent and that it is going to work out. So, and it is. So good advice. And that brings us to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy talking with all of you. I enjoy the comments. I read every single one. I try to respond to every single one. Sometimes they don't show up, but I do try to get to them. So if you've got something to say, make sure to leave a comment. I'm working on a bunch of projects, so there'll be some other videos coming out of some of the natural scenery like what we have here. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.
ไปพะวงหลงเฝ้าสาวเจ้าบางปะกงหางไว้งงหลงเกอหาโอเวรกรรมจำพรากจากไปไกลตา